One of the main challenges that we all face when we run subscription businesses is churn. It has huge impact on our revenue. There are two types of churn, voluntary churn and involuntary churn. Voluntary churn occurs when your customers decide to no longer use your product or service. Involuntary churn happens when a customer has no intention of leaving. They are happy with your product or service. Their subscription gets suspended or terminated because of failed payments, expired credit cards, or other preventable reasons, such as failing to update payment information. Involuntary churn is mostly preventable. Businesses lose significant revenue each month due to involuntary churn. The good news is, as long as you use DAP and SPC to manage your subscriptions, you will be able to fully manage failed payments and automate failed payment notifications so your users can take action before their subscription gets cancelled without their knowledge. So now let me take you behind the scenes to show you how it works and how it can help you with failed payment management. So log into your DAP dashboard and click on Orders here. It will bring you to a page like this where you will find all of your payment orders. You will be able to filter your orders by successful orders, refunds, cancellations, paused payments, resumed payments, and failed payments. If you click on failed payments, it will show you a list of all the failed payments from different payment processors. Now, all of this is only going to work if you use Smart Pay Cart, SPC, as your shopping cart plugin. So the failed payment management is only going to work if you use SPC. If you use a third-party shopping cart plugin or platform, that's fine as long as it integrates with DAP. But in that case, you will have to manage the failed payments within your shopping cart platform. The DAP failed payment management is only for SPC users. All right. So here you can filter by failed payments to find a list of all the failed payments. It will show you a list of all the failed payments, and it will also show you if DAP sent a failed payment notification to the users and the date and the time it was sent. But before you can do this, first you need to configure the email and configure DAP to send emails. So now let me show you how you can set this up in the DAP backend. So after you log into the DAP dashboard, go to Settings page. Here you will find Notifications tab. Under the Notifications tab, all the notifications are centralized. So currently you will notice that there is a login reminder notification, failed payment notification. And in future, we'll be adding a lot more notifications under the Notifications tab. This way it's all centralized. The login reminder will allow you to send login notification to users that have not logged in a set period of time. You can configure all the options here for login. And failed payment notification, this is a new feature that we have added now that will allow you to automate failed payment notification, card expiration notification, and all that. So when you select failed payment notification, you will notice this section here where you can configure all options depending on the payment processor that you use. Also, the failed payment notification, expiration, all of this is only going to work if you use Smart Pay Cart, SPC, which is our shopping cart plugin for DAP, if you use this to sell your products and services. All right, so now let's take a look at different failed payment options and how you can automate it. So click on failed payment notification. It will bring up a section like this where you will find all the options. Now you will be able to select different payment processors and configure differently for each processor. The reason we have separated it out at payment processor level is because each one of these processors, PayPal, Stripe, Authorized.net, they deal with failed payments in different way and send different type of notifications. So the way the PayPal suspension and cancellation for subscriptions work is if a recurring payment fails, PayPal will reattempt a recurring payment 3 days after the failed recurring payment. If it fails today, for example, 3 days from now, PayPal is going to reattempt and try to charge the user again. And that's the first reattempt after 3 days, right? So after the first reattempt, which happens 3 days after the recurring payment fails, if it still fails, if users don't take action, then PayPal will suspend the subscription. All right, and so subscription is now suspended and users still don't take any action, then PayPal will wait 5 more days and it will reattempt a second time. So a total of 2 times PayPal will reattempt. After the first time, if users have still not taken action, it will suspend it. So after the second reattempt, PayPal will just cancel the subscription. But the cool thing now is with all this automation that we have added for failed payment in DAP, what you can do is after the first time the payment fails, you can let them know that the payment has failed. This is even before PayPal reattempts for the first time. So let them know in advance so they can make sure there is sufficient balance in their PayPal account so that when PayPal reattempts it for the first time, it will go through successfully. If they still don't take any action, then PayPal will suspend it when it reattempts it in 3 days. So subscription will get suspended if they have still not taken action. And you can let them know that their subscription got suspended and they need to take action quickly within 5 days. Otherwise, PayPal will reattempt one more time, last time, and then it's going to cancel it and they will lose access to the product or service they have from you. So to prevent disruption in service, they need to take action. So you can let them know when it suspends it so they still have time to take action. You can configure the email subject and the email body at event level. So you can send users different messages for different types of events. For example, for payment fail, you can let them know that your most recent subscription did not go through successfully. Please log into your PayPal account and make sure you have sufficient funds so when PayPal reattempts in 3 days, it will go through successfully and will not result in any disruption to your service. And then the subscription suspended. Here you can let them know that their subscription was suspended and let them know to update their PayPal accounts so they have sufficient funds. This way, when PayPal tries to charge their account again, then it will go through successfully and their subscription won't be canceled. If they still don't take any action, then subscription will be canceled in 5 days when PayPal reattempts it for the second time. And then you can let them know that their subscription was canceled. If it's something that was not intentional, then they can sign up for a new subscription. Let them know where they can sign up for a new subscription to avoid any disruption in their service. This way you can automate this whole thing and you don't have to deal with any of this manually. Now let's take a look at failed payment management with Authorize.net. So here you can select Authorize.net as the payment processor, and these are the events that you can automate. So if a subscription payment does not go through successfully, Authorize.net will send a failed payment notification to DApp, and you can configure the message that you want to send your users to let them know that their payment has failed and send them a link to the page on your site where they can go and update their credit card information, their billing information. So if you use Smart Pay Cart as your shopping cart plugin, you can go to the update credit card billing interface and create a shortcode, publish that on a WordPress page, and your users can log in and go to that page to update their credit card information and their billing information. It will get sent to Authorize.net by SPC. So you can let them know and you can send them a link to the page where they can update their credit card or billing information. So you can automate this here. Similarly, subscription suspended. So Authorize.net will suspend a subscription when the credit card information for a subscription expires. All right, so whatever credit card they have on file, if that credit card has expired, then Authorize.net will automatically suspend their subscription and it will send a notification to DApp to let DApp know that their subscription was suspended. So you do need to let your users know so they can update their credit card information, and this way their next payment will go through successfully. And subscription terminated is when they don't take action. The subscription gets suspended, they still don't take action, then subscription gets terminated. A terminated subscription cannot be reactivated. So in this case, they will have to just sign up for a new subscription. So you can let them know that their subscription got terminated, and you can let them know how they can sign up again. This way they can continue to use your product or service. Now, if you want to automate failed payment management with Authorize.net, there are a few things you need to do at first. So log into your Authorize.net account, click on Account, and there click on API Credentials and Keys. When you click on it, it's going to bring you to a page like this. So here, click on New Signature Key. If you already have a signature key, if you know what it is, then just copy this. But if you don't, then get it to generate a new signature key and copy that and go back to DApp settings page. And here under payment processing, click on Authorize.net. And under Authorize.net, you can enter the signature key that you got from Authnet right here in this box. All right. And then there's one more thing you need to do. Go back to your Authorize.net account, click on Account again, and now click on Webhooks. All right, so under webhooks, you need to configure a webhook. So click on Add Endpoint. You can give it any name you want, and the webhook URL, it needs to be whatever is your domain name /dap/dap-authnet.php. And status should be set to active. And under Events, select Subscription Events. Here, check these boxes: canceled, expired, failed, suspended, and terminated. So you can just select these and save your setting. That's it. And now when these events happen, authorized.net will automatically communicate that with DApp. Now I want to let you know that under the notifications, right now we have login notification, we have failed payment notification, but in future we are also going to add some more notifications which will include ability to send users email before their credit card expires. So tracking when their credit card is set to expire and letting the users know before it expires, and you will be able to configure how many days before it expires you want to send the email to them, and if you want to resend the email to them, all of that will be configurable. So that's coming soon. And also the ability to let users know that their next billing is coming up, their next subscription billing is coming up soon. So you'll be able to configure that as well in future. So now let's take a look at failed payment options with Stripe. Actually, Stripe has a lot of built-in failed payment management options. If you log into your Stripe account, under settings, under billing, click on subscriptions and emails, and you will find all of these options here. So if you want to prevent failed payments, you can send emails about expiring cards, you can send emails about upcoming renewals and all that to your customers. And you will also see here under manage failed payments, the retry schedule. Here you can say retry 1 day after previous payment, retry 3 days after previous payment. So you can let Stripe know what your retry schedule is. So if the subscription payment fails, then Stripe will retry here after 1 day. And then if that fails after 3 days, if that fails after 5 days, and if it still doesn't work, then it's going to cancel the subscription. So you can specify what action you want Stripe to take. Now, when Stripe retries, based on whatever setting you have here, it's going to send a notification to DApp to let DApp know what happened through the webhook. So here under failed payment expiration in DApp, you can select failed payment event. These are the events that are there: initial, retry, failed, final attempt, warning, and cancellation. And you can configure DApp to send an email to your users to let them know that the subscription retry attempt failed, and to let them know to update their credit card information so the next retry attempt goes through successfully. All right. And so if they still don't take action, then Stripe will continue to retry based on your retry settings. The final attempt warning is you can let your users know that Stripe is going to try for the final time and they need to update their credit card information, because if they still don't update it, then their subscription will be canceled. So it gives you another chance to let them know to update their credit card information. And this way, the final attempt will be successful. And if they still don't take action, you can let them know their subscription was canceled, and you can let them know that if they want to continue the service, then they need to sign up again. So this is how Failed Payment Manager works in DApp. This is as of now, as of this recording. But as I mentioned before, we are going to keep making this better. So under notifications, you'll find a lot more options in future. So if you are on a later version of DApp, this is version 7.9.5 of DApp. But if you're on a later version, you will probably find a lot more options here. So you can see how easy it is now to communicate with your users and to notify them ahead of time so they can take action before their subscription gets suspended or before their subscription gets canceled, right? So instead of them losing access to your service and resulting in involuntary churn and resulting in lost sales for you, all of this can be prevented because this failed payment manager will now allow you to communicate with your users and let them know in advance before these events happen. I hope this was helpful. My name is Veena Prashant. If you have any questions, let me know. I also have a podcast called Membership Site Lab, where I share actionable tips and advice on how to build and grow a successful and profitable membership site. I also share the latest updates from DApp. So be sure to subscribe, look for Membership Site Lab, 3 words in your favorite podcast app, and subscribe. If you have any questions, do let me know. My name is Veena Prashant. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.